What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames and I'm bringing to you guys my take on the METAPHYS deck with all the new cards that has just come out in Cybernetic Horizon. Now this is my take on the deck. I know our fellow Zephyr Wargames James does build profiles these decks for you guys, but I wanted to give you guys my take on it. Me and James do bounce around ideas a lot. We do work on this deck together most of the times. But I thought, since I got the new stuff, I wanted to show you guys my take on the Cybernetic Horizon now new build of METAPHYS. So, with all that's done, let's get right into it. So, for the METAPHYS, I just play literally 3 of all the old ones. And in terms of the new ones, I only play 1 decoy. Now, I think this ratio just works best because you have a lot of ways to tutor out each of these METAPHYS monsters and just to utilize their effects. And I think if you build a deck like that, as just kind of like a METAPHYS toolbox, using cards like Gold Sarcophagus and one of the new cards that came out, Cybernetic Horizon, to just banish them from either your hand or deck straight away, get the effects off, either summon to field, search, banish, and all that kind of stuff. Using and then like Ragnarok is just like the only one that you can really normal summon unless you got the field spell out. Your deck just works fine. Because and again, as I said, there's many ways to tutor these guys out, so you can just literally just utilize their effects. You don't really have to summon them as much. You don't really have to worry about them bricking. So I just think that this ratio just works best. And I only think just 1 copy of decoys is all you need, because sadly, he still suffers the same problem as the original decoy dragon has, in that it has to be attacked. And I think your opponent's just not going to do that. You summon this guy and have this kind of scale. Your opponent's going to think like twice before they start attacking you. And if they do attack you, they're going to have an out to whatever you summon. And so decoy is just not really going to do as much use, give you as much use. If they added a targeting effects on this card as well, it'll just make it a lot better, and I'll probably even play like maybe 2 copies of it. But those are the monsters in the deck. Literally, that's just all you have, and that's just all you need. For the spell, I do play 3 as METAPHYS. It's your draw power of the deck. You've got to play 3 of this card, or at least 2 copies in my opinion. But I'm playing 3 of this card, as well as 3 of the field spell and 1 terraforming. You want to get to the terraforming because even though I said you don't really brick with the METAPHYS as much, as because we have many ways to just tutor them out from the hand and stuff like that to get their effects off. You want to see this card so you can actually start summoning them for free, and the 1 terraforming just helps you get into that. As I said, 3 Gold Sarcophagus is probably one of the best cards in the deck, just because it literally just grabs your METAPHYS from the deck, banishes it, get its effect off, and then you get into your hand later on, unless it summons itself. And now 3 of the new card is 3 Crossbreed. Now this card's busted in METAPHYS, to be honest. So what Crossbreed does is that you can banish 2 monsters from your hand or face up from your field with the same original type and attribute but different names. Add 1 monster with the same original type and attribute as those monsters, but a different name from your deck to your hand. You can use 1 Crossbreed per turn. So you just banish 2 high-leveled METAPHYS from your hand, grab yourself a Ragnarok, get the effects of the METAPHYS, and off you go. This card is just absolutely busted in METAPHYS. I do want to try it out in other decks as well. Heck, maybe even DDD. That could be a pretty cool searcher, maybe, but we'll see how it goes. But at the moment, Crossbreed is just absolutely amazing in METAPHYS. I'd say, guys, at least have 2 of this card. I'm just literally going 3 copies of just what I need to turbo out my deck, and then that's just that. Next, I'm playing 3 copies of Call by the Grave. We have a lot of searching in this deck, so we don't want those pesky hand traps affecting our field. I'm playing 1 Monster Reborn. Just because of those times where your monsters do get into the graveyard, you can just revive them and get yourself a big giant beat stick, or you can just revive your opponent's monsters. So Monster Reborn should always be live. in one way, shape, or form. For the traps, which is where one of the best new cards came in. So METAPHYS Ascension is pretty much another copy of as METAPHYS, but with a little more. So discard one METAPHYS card, draw one card. You can only banish one. You can banish one METAPHYS monster from your deck. If this card, no, discard one METAPHYS card, draw one card, then you can banish one METAPHYS monster from your deck. If this card is banished, you can add one copy. Add one METAPHYS card from your deck to your hand, except METAPHYS Ascension. You can only use this effect once per turn. So this card is just absolutely amazing for this deck. Even in the form of a trap, it's fun because the METAPHYS deck is pretty much a anti-meta deck. It likes to disrupt your opponent. So having their cards as trap cards is just absolutely fine. So again, it has the same similar effects as METAPHYS Ascension, so the METAPHYS draw one, but it lets you search one as well. So in terms of banishing, which in this deck is pretty much you're searching a METAPHYS card. And then if this card gets banished somehow, you can literally add another METAPHYS. So this card is just absolutely amazing. It's just exactly what the deck needed. I'm playing 2 METAPHYS Dimension. I just think 3 is just too much. You don't really need 3. You have many ways to search this card. It's just a nice form of disruption for the deck to banish your opponent's cards. I am playing also 3 copies of Waterfall Dragons. You can either rotor one or you could just literally draw. Most of the times I would probably just draw because I have many other ways to just rotate out my METAPHYS. So just getting the additional draw power for the deck is just very nice. And to round out the deck, I am playing 1 Storm Warning and 1 copy of Macrocosmos. I don't think the deck needs Dimensional Fissure. And I think Macrocosmos just works a lot better, just because it's responsive. Whereas Dimensional Fissure, you just literally activate it. And yeah, for most cards, that's just better. But I think for cards like Macrocosmos and Dimensional Fissure, the fact that you can just chain Macrocosmos and disrupt your opponent's plays, I just think that just works a lot more effectively. Dimensional Fissure, you have to activate it so your opponent knows it's there, so your opponent's going to get rid of it first before they start going up with their combos and start banishing their important stuff. With Macro, you can just literally chain it to any effect that goes off and just disrupt them. So that's the main deck. Extra deck is just literally 3 Hypiogens. You're not going to summon anything else. METAPHYS is not a link spam deck. It never will be. So I'm only just playing 3 copies of the new Hypiogen just to give all your monsters a 500 point boost. That's always nice to make your big beat sticks even bigger and your Ragnarok being able to actually beat over things. So I just think that's just all you're going to need. One tech that you can play to even just summon the Hypiogen better is Photon Sanctuary. If you play Photon Sanctuary, you can get 2 Photon tokens and just literally make Hypiogen. And then Photon Sanctuary locks you out of anything except for light monsters, but your whole deck's light monsters anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So Photon Sanctuary can be a cool tech if you wanted to go down that route. And that, guys, is the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my take on the METAPHYS deck at least. So this is just literally my version of it. Just literally turbo out your deck with cards that just literally either get to your cards or just literally just get to your cards. All your spells get to your monsters, and your monsters get into each other, and your other cards and your traps just disrupt your opponents. So I think this is just a really good way to build and play METAPHYS. But tell us how you play it down in the comments below. I'd like to see your thoughts. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round. So don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.